This is Electric Universe Eyes, and today I am headed down to San Antonio, Texas. But I stopped at the Bell County Safety Rest Area, and they've got this cool little geology of Bell County here. It shows how the aquifers recharge. What I always love is the geologic ages. 100,000 years.
2 million years, 23 million years, 66 million years, 100 million years, 144 million years, Jurassic was 245 million years, Permian 286 million years, Pennsylvania 320, Mississippian, Devonian, Ordovician, and Cambrian 570 million years.
And then Precambrian, 4,600
million years.
So, very interesting stuff. What I don't think took millions of years was to form this. If you can imagine a giant storm, let's just say it's a hurricane coming in here and it's going like this. The hurricane's always pulling in this way and wrapping around like this. So up here, you'll have this cold coming down, and down here you'll have this hot wrapping around. And what I think this is electric discharge going through. This right here is the Llano uplift, right in the middle of the Edwards Plateau area. So this is all raised up. And here's where I'm at, right here. And this guy right here, you can see this Lichtenberg fractal coming off. Right here in Belton, I was here a couple years ago in Belton and found some ringing rocks. So it's all vitrified, glassy rock in this area. Here on Colleen, also found some flint chert stuff in here. But I'm gonna be heading south, so I'll see you in San Antonio. So I made it to Austin. I don't miss this place, but I've had a lot of awesome memories here. That is for sure.
How many
do you have to have, Austin? Sure is a lot of people moving to Texas.
Man.
dog?
The least traffic I've ever seen. Usually this is a
Parking lot.
35. That's probably because it's cold outside. And everybody's got the COVID. Man, look at this place. Ooh. Look at that. East side getting gentrified. What? Come on, Austin. That's why I moved away. Right. I'm in San Antonio, y'all. I wanted to thank my viewer, Big Red, for suggesting this place. I'm gonna take a look around and take a hike. Check it out. All right, well, this is a pretty cool view. It's 43 degrees outside. It is pretty darn cold, but I'm all bundled up. I'm looking for electrical clues. Could any of this stuff have been made with electricity? Oh, that's some pretty cool little crystals coming out of that guy right there. That's pretty cool. Definitely looks bubbly and pitted. So, is that from water erosion? Or was it formed that way? I always like to ask that question. Because if it's just water, why is it like this? All right, let's move on. Let's go find something cool. All these little pits in there. There's just all kinds of rocks over here. So Big Red was saying these clusters of amber honey calcite are just sticking out of the ground over here. So I'm just over here on the side of the parking lot taking a look at what rocks are over here right now. Got my big heavy Canadian jacket on. Can go down to 15 degrees. 15 degrees below zero. So that's pretty cool. All right, I'm not seeing anything special right here. Well, let's take a walk. Take a gander down here. See what we got. I'm sure I got plenty to look at because there's lots of trails around here. Oh, this is cool. Look at this cross hatching. Look at that line going that way. Line going that way. Lines going that way. And then on this end, you can see it all butted up that way. Huh. That's pretty cool. I see a spiral shape right here. And do I see that because I want to see it? Maybe so. What the heck is that? That's cool. Looks like somebody made that. What the heck? What in the world? What is this? What? I don't know what that says, but that's a sure strange. I don't know. I'm gonna assume that's man-made. If that's not man-made, that's crazy. I don't know. That's weird. What's up here? Go up to the top of this guy right here. Oh, that's pretty. The wind is blowing. Oh, it's just little walking trails. A lot of wilderness to walk down. All right, this way. I thought I was the only crazy one out here. Look, that guy's out here riding his mountain bike. Woo! Almost just busted my butt. That's pretty cool. Look at these dendritic patterns coming off here. Like those are reaching out to each other. Huh. Whoa, look at this. Awesome. That looks vitrified to me. Faux show. Some calcite down there. Look at that. All right. I got my pack, got some water, got a couple tools, got some basic survival crap. Because I'm most likely out here alone. Oh, there's a couple people here. What? Oh, that's cool. I like that. Where that water collects there. That's pretty cool. All right, let's keep going. Can't really zoom in right now because my hands are frozen and I don't want to take my gloves off. Oh man. Oh, lots of walking paths back here. Whoa, look at this. That's fantastic. Look at this stuff. It's cool. So we've got Lots of broken limestone. Cool. Top part is definitely weathered quite a bit, but I also don't think it was eroded away to have all those holes in it. I think that was the top part, as this all solidified, in my opinion, and that part all bubbled out from the heat whenever this thing was being made. Oh, look at that. That's cool. So that right there, I can see that is from erosion. Finding weaknesses in there and washing that out. Okay, cool. That's fine. Don't go beyond this point. See, but I always do dumb, dangerous stuff anyway. Oh, look at that. Little natural arch. That's cool. Make sure I don't step on any snakes, because I don't want to do any snake bites today. That is pretty neat. So let's take a look at this. This is intriguing to me. All right, take a look with me for a moment. See if you can see what I see. Okay, so stone structure. Hold on. Look at that, how that's all pieced together. Huh. It's cracking and fracturing, but this is the cool part. Look at this, how this moves right here. And then you can see how this kind of seems like it grew together right here. And then it arches down, forms into this piece here. Huh. That's interesting. Huh. Let's go this way. Look at that. That's fantastic. Right there. That's hard stuff. Gorgeous. Huh. All right. That's cool. All right, well, I don't think I really need to see much more of this. That's some crazy looking roots right there. Look at those cracks up there. Look, it's not even cracks. It's just cross-hatched like that. That's cool. Look at that. at this stuff. Look how that twists in like that. Wait. Oh, I thought it was bat poop. It's not. Look. Huh? Hey. Looky there. Oh, look at that. Huh. Ah, that's cool. Look how it just continues there, but then it's just got this sharp cuts out of it. Look at all these cross hatches in here too. That's weird. Hey man, you're not supposed to be in the cave, bruh. Yeah, I know. But it's for science. Well, what kind of science, man? Electric universe geology, bro. Look at that. What is that? That's pretty cool. Huh. That right there, call me crazy, but I see Birkeland currents coming out of this. Plasma coming off. All right, I'm getting out of here. It's actually really warm down here. The heck is that back there? I'm so scared. Just kidding. But I am gonna get out of this cave now because I'm not supposed to be in here, really. And I'm pretty much ready to move on. Saw what I came to see. Huh. So this is part of the Edwards Aquifer. Recharges. Oh, look at that. That's cool. It's just strange. Dude, I'm warm down here. This coat is way too hot now. What is this? Oh, look, that whole section looks like it fell in from right there. Boom, that's why they say, don't go down there, because this stuff could fall. I could die right now and no one would find me. Oh my gosh, I don't want that to happen. Let's get out of here. Pretty epic. Huh. I survived. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna give you a fair warning. Do not proceed beyond stone wall because the cave entry and interior are unsafe. I think I verified that. Oh, here's that little bridge. Well, I'm not gonna go over that way. All right. Alrighty. I am determined to find something cool. So, Big Red said the amber honey calcite clusters are just sticking out of the ground. So maybe I just need to keep walking and look. Walk and look. Walk and look. I told my wife I was not going to be hiking today because it's raining and cold. But it's not raining right now, but look at these ugly gray skies. I actually like it. It's a nice change. I'm gonna get myself lost out here. You know what? This was my favorite thing to do as a kid. Where I grew up in North Texas, I just lived on a bunch of land out in the country. And I would spend my days walking around exploring, just like I'm doing right now. Oh man, I'm so hot now. Whew, take that mask off. Whew. All right. Oh, that's cool. Look at this. This whole thing is just bedrock. Huh. That's nice. All right. I'm gonna come back if I come across anything cool. All right, so I found this, I guess it's sort of a valley or a dip on top of this hill here, and it's got bubbly rock on the side, and then it's got this just solid bedrock on top. And you know, there's areas like this where you can see where the water has carved it out, but stuff like this I can't ignore. So see that line merges with that line, and this one comes all the way this way. Right? And you can see this little one branching off here. It's not a crack, it's a valley. Same thing right here. See how smooth it is. And if you'll notice, it starts to pinch together. And it's that pinching is the telltale sign to me. So even this, right? Here's that seam. Got another seam that comes this way. Got another one that cross hatches that way, and you have this one that comes off the same spot, right? And you can see another small one coming off this way, and it just happens to end right in here. And then we have an indention. Oh, hey, look, there's a hole down there. But there's some crystals under here. But that's solid. That's not broken. Look, it's not cracked. It's not separated. It is a solid, welded seam. See, look. See that line cross-hatching, comes over this way. Again, pinches together, splits apart. Interesting thing is the bifurcation right here. And then it does it again. And look, there's another one. Okay, so you might look at that and say, okay, well, that's water running down that's causing that. All right, that's fair, but what about this one? That's not. Look, it raises up right here. So this one too, look, the water didn't run just to make that perfect line here. Again, I've got these seams, and you know, when I first saw this, I thought, you know what, water is eroding out of it, but I kind of might not think so anymore. And this part right here looks really cool. Kind of a flat floor, and then you've got all these little craters, and they seem to get really big on this circle, down that way, down this way, and then again you see those splits. I don't know, I've seen electricity do some wacky things on rocks and materials. So anyway, I'm gonna keep walking down this way. Some pretty cool holes in there. It does break off. See, now there's some cracks. And you know, hey, maybe this stuff did crack and then it got filler material in there and it made it look like it was a welded seam. Or maybe not. Alright. See anything cool that way? I am going to follow this riverbed. And I have a feeling that eventually I'll come up on something cool. Because I'd really like to find some of that amber honey calcite. Mask back on to cover my face because now it's starting to get cold again. Now let's see what built up down here at the end of this stream. Oh, hey, look. There we go. Look, there's some jasper in there. Some flint stone. Oh, well, that is really interesting layering, eh? Oh, that's pretty. I like that. Look at that. Pretty blues in there. Awesome. Here's the first cool thing I found so far. If you're a dork like me, you should go out and look for rocks, because it's pretty fun. Well, it doesn't cost much money, aside from driving to get there. Huh. Look at that, that's cool. That's a strange looking rock there. I don't think it's anything special, it just looks cool. Meh. 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 I don't feel like lugging around a bunch of rocks because they look kind of cool. It's got to look real cool. Hey, look at some poop. Some deer or something out here. Watch out for wildlife. I think there's supposed to be some mountain lions, some rattlesnakes, probably some scorpions, good stuff like that. Let's look in this little outcrop right here. Really seeing much interesting over here. I'm gonna walk back this way. So big red. Am I hot or am I cold? I'm actually cold. So that was a funny joke, huh? You guys ever just walk around in the middle of nowhere and talk to yourself? I think I have a habit of doing that. Sometimes I wonder if I am crazy or not. I don't know. Ooh, that thing's cool. Get it out. Oh, it doesn't want to come out here. I want to look at it. It's so big. Oh, it's so big. What's this one? It looks like, oh no, maybe there's some calcite in there if I soaked it and scrubbed it, but still not what I'm hunting for. I want shiny stuff. Hey, what's that thing? Walking down this way. That big old daddy. Look at these guys. Look at that. Oh yeah, look. There's some calcite forming down in there. Cool. I love that. Look at all these holes. Look, see the cross hatching again in these rocks. Big one. Oh, it's pretty wicked looking. Rocks.
Rocks.
They all look like rocks. That is very... Whoa, what's that?
Huh.
Oh, that's neat. Looks like it was weathered down by water. But I like how it looks. So, that's cool. Let's see what we can find in here. See if we can find any little bitty treasures. Maybe that washed up in some of these rocks here.
All of a sudden, I'm not from America.
Don't ask me where I'm from, though.
'Cause I don't even know.
Waiting for a snake to jump out.
Don't suck. Don't do that. Don't say that. You're just walking around this field looking at rocks, man.
What the heck are you trying to do there, boy?
Well, it takes time to look for rocks.
'Cause there are lots of rocks in this world, yeah?
Yes, there is.
And this place is full of them.
You know, there's something over here. it's a ball. I am not seeing any honey calcite anywhere, but that's okay. Still fun. Oh, hey, looky here. I did find something else. Oh, they got a metal cage around it. The Bear Cave. What's this say? Bear Cave. Caves are vital to our watershed. This is one of the more than 9,000 caves, sinkholes, and rock shelters throughout Texas. Large collapsed caves were formed by water and underground springs
Millions.
of years ago. They're part of a system of caves and springs that feed the Edwards Aquifer. Not only do caves help us understand nature, they also give us clues about history. Many of the greatest archaeological and paleontological sites in the world are in caves. In fact, the Friesenhahn Cave in Bexar County is one of the most important sites in North America because it contains bones from saber-toothed tigers, mastodons, and other Ice Age animals. Caves are a first filter for rainwater, straining out natural debris like rocks and branches, as well as litter left by humans. The water is then guided through the fine, natural filters of the cave's porous limestone and dolomite floors and walls. Dolomite? Look up the dolomite problem. Michael Steinbacher had lots of great things to say about dolomite. In turn, that cleaner water refills the underground aquifer that supplies drinking water to more than 1.5 million people in the San Antonio area.
Holy moly.
I bet it's a hell of a lot more than 1.5 million people now.
Unlike big caves that are open to the public, Bear Cave and Cub Cave are unstable because they actively collect and move water, even during dry times. Spelunkers, people who explore caves for a hobby, know that our caves are too dangerous to enter, so be very careful around the openings of our caves. We don't want you to become an endangered species too.
Neat.
There you go. There's my narrative for the day. Well, isn't that interesting? Lines, 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 lines.
Lines.
Doesn't that look like sputtering discharge etching that crater pattern in there? If I had a sputtering arc, just carving these things out.
Or water did it.
Yep, same like this, right? All these weird bubbly things and then these random cracks. That aren't really cracks. They just disappear into the rock and weld together and pinch together like this. Like, here you go, check this out. You know, look, we could start over here, go this way.
Look at that, how it splits off right there. And then, oop, pinch point.
And then it's all hollow.
And then it pinches back together.
And look at that, we got a little bitty piece right here that pinches in this little horseshoe. And then
Wait, where's the crack? Ah,
you can barely see that there's a seam in there. And what, little bitty pinch? Come on guys, look at that. And then a big old hole, another big hole, little hole. See that? I can't help but see the pattern. Yeah, you're welcome, Garrett. That was a drop. See, the pattern is actually a really amazing YouTube channel. I met that guy on Dielectric View and thought,
Man, I really like his voice. I wish I had a voice like that.
I can't mimic your voice, but your graphics are fantastic. I like his voice a lot. He's doing lots of great things for the Electric Universe community. Asking tough questions and putting together visuals for all of the people that are too lazy to research stuff on their own. They just want to watch other people's videos. But hey, thank you for watching my video. If you're not used to my channel, I have quite a bit of a different way of thinking about life, as you might already tell. But look, just pinching together. So is that sputtering discharge? Is that etching from an electrical arc? Or did water do that? How about this one? Look, again, it always does these interesting splitting patterns.
90-degree angle.
Weird stuff. Oh, look, that goes all the way through. Look how it just cleanly pinches together inside there, all the way down, and you can just see it continuing to pinch. You see that? Oh, look, it pinches again. All the way down. Ooh, what's that down there? That looks cool. Look, you can see it pinching all the way through. And look, it stops, and then it starts again. And that is pretty cool. Here, right above it. Look at all these seams. Oh, that one's cool. I like the look of that. That's pretty neat. Look at that. Look at that seam. Pinch, pinch, pinch. All right. There they go. Oh, there they go. It's a Mario. Some more. Look at this one. Look, this is a little raised ridge on this one. Look. Those are raised ridges instead of indentions like that one. This one's raised. Did water do that?
I don't think so.
I don't think so, standard geologists. But you can make fun of me. I don't care.
I don't care.
Ooh, look at that. That's pretty neat. Cool. Pretty cool. Look, you got this knob wrapping around right here, and it's like opposite. It indents right here. It's almost like a yin-yang. One in and one out. Oh, look what we got. More little pinch seams. I'm gonna beg to differ that that is created from water. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
All right, what do we got around this? Look at this place. I should not drop my phone in there. That would suck. What's this? Somebody wanted to put this on top for some reason. Nothing special about it. And I might catch a cold being out here. Oh yeah, it's a bigger cave for sure. It's a bigger cave. Look at that. Stupid humans dropping your trash in here. Hey guys, I got an idea. Let's go to a nature park and throw our plastic bottles down there, because that would be cool. Okay, another example. Look at this. Look how clean. You think it's cracked, right? Look how clean that is. It looks like it got cut with a saw. It's so clean. And then look. Oh, where'd it go? That's raised. That's actually raised right there. And it splits off. What's the side look like? It's underneath it. I can't get down that low, but hopefully I caught it. And then look, there's that line I just showed you. And if we follow the line, oh, look, it continues where it left off. It's like it's coming out. So I imagine plasma electricity moving throughout this stuff while it was forming it. Look at that. There's those pinches again.
Did water do that?
Look on that side. That looks vitrified and melted. It's not glassy though, but it still looks melted, like it got hot that way. It's just, this stuff's crazy. Look at all these. Okie dokie, that's pretty cool. Well, all right, so moving on. Okay, I think I came across something here. Looky there, there's another one. Cool. It's a nice little agate. Look, is that a shell down in there? It does look like a fossil, maybe of some sort. Some flint. Pieces of flint in there. Ah, here we go. Now we're starting to get somewhere. Finding some flint. So this stuff got hot. Turned to glass. That's pretty neat looking. This could turn out to look cool, cleaned up. I don't know. I am not knowing. I definitely am not finding any of that honey stuff I was looking for. Oh, that's freaking cool. Look at this. Cross hatching going through there like that. That's pretty neat. That's pretty fun. Yeah. Not that cool. It's not that cool. Oh. That's a nice cactus right there. Oh, hey, look. Fossil shell? Ah, here you go. Some more of that stuff right there. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Another ball. Everybody loses their balls. Get it, doggy. Woohoo, rip, rip. Hey, what's up? Huh. Ooh, that patina looks freaking cool on that rock, doesn't it? Picked up this rock, and look at that guy on there. You see that little baby scorpion? He's scared. What's she doing? I watched a show last night where you were some delicacy. You just cut the tail off and you put it on a stick and cook it. Hey man, look at that stinger. Are you mad at me? Look, he's ready. All right, I'll put you down. All right, so went further up the hill and started finding lots of flint and came across more bubbly looking rocks. Look, you can see a bunch of it right there. Come on. There you go. See it all up in there. Flint, jasper, chert, whatever you want to call it. Look at this piece right here. There you go. Just chilling, sticking out of this rock. And then check this out. There's a big old hole right there.
Focus, baby.
See that hole, and look what's in that hole. Look at that. You see that nodule that is welded into the side there? That's pretty cool. All right, here's a cool piece I found. Saw that side sticking out, and look at that. Got this little botryoidal calcite growing out the side. That's pretty cool. That made it worth it. Look at that. You know, it could be remnants of a plant. I don't know, but yeah, look. Sea life, fossils. So there's this outcrop of kind of rocks right here as I'm getting up to the top of the hill, and I roll this rock over and look, there's a nodule sticking out of the side. Look at that. You see that, guy? Look at that nodule right there. I don't know if I can get it out, but it looks like this might be the other side to it. Hey, look at there. Look at that perfect match right there. It's a match made in heaven. Look at that. So, that piece came off of there like that. And you can see the direction of it was moving this way. But what's interesting is this is formed perfectly inside there like that. Yeah! Yeah, buddy. Look at that. That is fantastic. Look at that nodule. Looks like a dinosaur egg. But it's not. It's just rock, I think. That's cool. I think I'm going to take that home and sand it flat, and I bet it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. Man, that's cool. So then I got the other part of it. That's neat. So, looky there. Left that perfect little shell of a hole there. Water didn't do that, did it? I don't think so. Very neat. Very neat. I'm glad I decided to roll that daddy over. Whew, all right, look around some more. So this is pretty neat. Look at this. It's all raised ridges. There's those pinches again. See, just again fractaling through. Is this a crinoid? Some kind of fossil? Oh, it's getting chilly again. You know what that is? Hey. Just a rounded rock. All right, well, I'm out here all by myself. Oh, there's some nice houses way over there. Ooh, look at those, man. Must be nice to have money. But you know what? It's all good. Money is the root of all evil. By the way, if you want to give me some money, I will take donations. If you'd like to support my channel and my research and my crazy electric experiments with earth materials, you can go to paypal.me/electricuniverseeyes. And I will use your money wisely, I promise. You can even tell me what to buy with it. Or say, hey, I'd like you to experiment on such next. Ooh, look at that. That's a nice piece of flint right there. Very cool. All right. Look at all these rocks. This looks like a dam or something. I don't know what I'm going to find over here. I don't even know where these rocks are really from. But I don't know. I'm probably going to head back in a minute. All this stuff. Because it seems like it's starting to get dark too. And I need to walk back. I found some crystals. Found this little drainage hole here, and look at this right here. See the crystals growing off on this guy? It's cool. Look, here's another one with some crystals on top. Some good old calcite crystals right there. Oh, look. Oh, big old chunk right there. Neat. Well, that's nice. That's a good piece right there. Look at that one. I like that. That's pretty cool. That's cool, all weathered away like that. That's kind of neat. What's this? That's got some calcite crystal on there too. There's some chunks on there. Oh, that's big pieces. That's pretty. Oh, little bitty sparkles in there. So, I am now in Austin. I ended up only finding a little bit of calcite back there in San Antonio. And I am trying to get over to the West Hills to see if I can find some celestine. So, let's see what happens when I get there. You know, I do miss the hills of Austin, though. That's what I miss the most about this city. But I do not miss the traffic and terrible infrastructure. I am on top. And you can see there's just layers and layers and layers of limestone going up. So I'm gonna check this place out and see if I find anything awesome. You'll never believe this. I just started walking up this trail and look, right there, sitting plain as day on top. It's Celestine. Freaking awesome. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that's just sitting on top like that. So, it's legit. Well, that's fun. Okay, so this is pretty ridiculous. I have not barely made it anywhere, and I am just finding this stuff all over the place. We'll see here if you could see that shininess there. There's a piece there. There's a little crystal down there. Look at this guy right here. Look at this. I don't know if you can tell, but there, that is a piece of Celestine right there. It's all over the place, just laying out on top. Look at that shininess right there. Fantastic. This is amazing. It is literally everywhere. Oh boy. Well, it's too dark, really. I'll have to come back another day, but it is definitely here. And this is way above the city of Austin. So the question is, how did this little mountain get here in the first place? Oh yeah. All right, now I'm in the laboratory. These have been soaking overnight. Let's take a look at what we got. See a lot of that stuff coming right off. This one, I don't think is a crystal. It just looked really interesting, so I wanted to see what it looked like cleaned up. Some limestone, but it's oddly shaped. Oh, well. I think it does have some little crystal veins forming in it like this. Yeah, that looks like, yeah, there's little crystal pieces right there on the edge. I'll have to put that under a light and see if it's translucent or not. So I'm gonna just set them on here and let it dry. This is a big chunk that I thought would clean up really well. I really should let this soak longer and scrub them with a brush. I thought there was some growing out of this. See, it's oh, it's just dirt. That's the limestone. Oh, here it is. Sweet. Yeah. Let's see this cool point growing out of it. If it doesn't come out, that's great. There's a lot of crystal collectors that like to have it in the original host rock, so. See that little triangle right there? A lot of dirt coming off that. I'll have to scrub this. There we go. It's not as pretty as the stuff I found north, but looks just like it. And it's known that Celestine has been found in this area, so sure looks like it to me. That one's kind of strange. Oh, That one's really strange, because I noticed the top was all rounded, but then it's got this filament that connects over here. Have to work that dirt out and see if that's a little crystal bridge or what that looks like after that's removed. There you go. Oh, nice. It's thin. And that color is interesting as well right here. You know, that's right. You guys are gonna have to forgive me. I have a lot of catching up to do with prior videos that I've recorded and started editing but not completed. I never showed you what I went back and got from my last hill country rockhounding trip. So maybe after seeing this, it'll be a lot cooler to see the other stuff that I got. Because this stuff is definitely, at least what I found, is not as pretty as what I found much further north. There's kind of ugly pieces, in my opinion. That one's pretty cool, kind of. Another big chunk of just limestone. Oh. Oh, wow. Well. Wow, look at that. That is pretty cool. Oh, yeah, it looks like this. Oh, I can see it now through the light. Oh, it's just covered in dirt. That's gonna clean up and look pretty. All right, I'm gonna work on that one. Not very pretty, but maybe it'll clean up. It's odd. Oh, there we go. That's a lot cooler. That's a pretty nice piece. Look at the bottom, that shape on the bottom of this rock. Some limestone. That. I like that. Raised up right there. All right, clean that one up too. Ooh, now that is pretty. Oop. Oh, I like that a lot. It's got this kind of beautiful blue tint to it. Very cool. Oh, there you go. That's got some cool shapes to it. Cool. Whew. Hard to hold that phone. Well, it just looks like a piece of rock, but it's fun. Couldn't see everything I was grabbing last night. Oh. Well, that's pretty cool. Look at those little veins in there. Ah, that's cool, look. Triangle indentation. Probably cleaved off of another piece right there, boom. The airplane traffic has returned. Just limestone. Just another fractured piece. Just looks like a normal rock until you clean it off. Hey, that one's all rounded too. Could have just been from getting washed down, tumbling. Looks like it's been tumbled. This, I was curious because it looked like a little concretion, or potentially I was like, oh, could this be a geode? It might just, again, be a tumbled piece of limestone, but maybe I will see if there's anything showing on the outside and maybe cut it in half. It's cool. Ah, lost it. That's pretty. It's interesting. Seeing the limestone. Turn into that crystal growth. That's neat. What else I got in here? Anything? Look at the little phantom in there. Put this under the light after I scrub it. All right, I think that is a couple little bitty guys. Little gemstones. Could be cool. Celestine is supposed to be very hard to cut because it cleaves in many directions, so I heard it's hard to make any kind of good jewelry out of it. And it's not very hard. It's like I think when I measured its hardness, it was like a 3.4. Because at first I thought it might have been quartz or topaz. And then, both locations that I found this crystal, both are on the mindat.org website as having confirmed Celestine finds, so pretty neat. All right. Hey, so I also want to let y'all know, I haven't forgotten about this. This is has been on my agenda to get this guy cracked open after viewing it with a microscope and then cracking it open, checking to see, did I fossilize that fishy that's in there? So we'll come back to that this week. Got my lab finally put back together, and what's next? So we'll come back to this after I scrub it. Now what I'm gonna do is pull the specimens out from San Antonio and let those soak while I clean these. We can take a look at that stuff as well. All right, so I got it all cleaned up. Check this out. So on the left is from San Antonio, and then right here is from Austin. So let's take a look. I scrubbed each one of these, so got them crazy clean. I don't know if you could tell and see, there we go. You see the druzy in there. All right, so let's see if you can see that glimmering. I like it. Beautiful. I really like this one. Very cool. This guy's neat too. seems like that same top layer of rock where I got the last Celestine from. But that was in a riverbed, and this is in one of the tallest places in Austin. It's crazy. There's another big chunk with, see, you scrubbed off all that dirt, and now you can actually see all the crystals within there. Even underneath this, you can see how it transitions all the way down. And it, again, all the bubbles in this limestone, you know, it's porous. All limestone is porous, but again, if you take a look at the cross hatching and then all of the bubbles, and then imagine now this is obviously heated and it's got charge going through it, and there's electrolysis happening that is pulling minerals to certain locations through the earth. You know, I've said, did water do that throughout this process? A lot. Being facetious, meaning electricity, but electricity thrives on water. Water makes anything conductive. So if I get this wet, it's going to soak into all these pores, and it's going to hold or transfer charge in a different manner than when it was dry. So again, as I look at this, I see wet earth carrying significant charge. And that's how it's extracting all of these minerals together and forming crystals. That is in a much shorter process and time frame than we are taught takes millions of years, or that things were formed millions of years ago. That's where my head's at, if you've not heard anything like that before from me. Anyway, I got a lot of really cool specimens here from Austin. Yeah, I like how that one turned out too. And then these were from San Antonio. And this does actually, Big Red, I want to say that this does look like it could be honey, amber honey calcite. It definitely has that darker look to it. Now that I cleaned off all that dirt, it's pretty cool. Seeing you got those little bitty shards kind of growing together right there. You had mentioned you found big long shards. So it's definitely calcite. I can tell you that. And it does appear to be amber honey calcite. So, yeah, buddy, I think you got some. Here's another piece I found that's see, one of these it's kind of everything all mixed together. This is the strange part. Look at that. And those aren't coming off. So they're like spherules or eggs. You know, it could be fossils. It could be sea life. But it also could just be minerals forming like that. I don't know. It definitely is strange. Seeing that, I don't know, because then look, we got these little spheres embedded down in there, and it looks like there's just little pieces of things everywhere. What is this? Look at that. I thought that was very strange when I saw this. It doesn't appear to have cleaved in that shape. That shape looks like it was, that ridge was formed like that. And see, like, this piece coming off and that being an indentation. And to me, it looks like there was a charge focus right here in the middle going through. So it appears as if this is not biolife that was fossilized. Could a charge have come up and, you know, in that vector field, that magnetic field, branch off like this and bubble this material out on this side? Seeing that following all the way down and wrapping under and poking out that little nodule right there on the side, right before we have this weird it's strange. I think it's really cool, whatever it is. I don't know what it is, so I'm not gonna claim I know what it is. And these, you know, I saw these and I thought maybe these were worn down rocks, but they almost look like little, they look like concretions in a way. This one was crazy. And the see, they're all little miniature crystals, and just the shape of this. The shape of this is really cool. Look at that. Those little triangles. Anyway, this I thought was neat. Look like there's shell imprint right there. But then it's like, wait a minute, is that from a shell or is that from plasma layering and plasma boundary layers? Because that looks like that got really hot. And you usually don't get this dark blue, dark gray stuff unless it's really hot. And that is like a pure glass. It's like a glassy state. It's like that Flintstone. And then you got the variations of chert. And then the outside's all bubbly. Just weird shapes, for sure. Anyway, I know there's some real geologists that watch my channel. So you guys have helped me learn a lot. If you see something that I am saying I'm speculating it's different, I would love to hear your feedback. Hey, this was that big flat area that I pulled this from. Oh, and this. Look at that. Now, I do believe that is a fossil. Maybe a big ammonite, like a piece of an ammonite. I found that out down in the washout at the very lowest part I could get to. I wasn't filming that part, but that was one of my last cool finds. This thing. So again, it looks like it is a nodule that's being formed there. It looks like it could be a fossil. There's the bottom. I don't know exactly what that is. Look at this big guy. That's cool, I think. Look at that. Look at that beautiful triangle right here. And I love how it just spins around and it's just kind of got this cool positive negative aspect about it. And look, you can see the different materials pinching almost in a yin yang right there. So, you know, I have a crazy imagination, so my eyes always look for the motion that it's going in, and every time I find something like this, it looks like a spiral shape because electricity doesn't move in a straight line. It twists. So if electricity, or like a discharge, however fast or slow it takes, I think was going through this rock area and fusing these types of things together. Because the rest of the rock is all just bubbly limestone, right? There you go, look how beautiful that is. Come on, why isn't this working? Oh, there you go. That's cool. It's all indented right there. Another piece similar to that. Again, to me, it looks like filaments of charge going through. And you know what? There is fossils in some of these things, and a lot of fossils are obviously fossilized, right? That could be a fossil right there, or either way, I think this got baked like this by discharge going through the wet earth. That's what I think, yeah. Here's that big, awesome one I found. That will look so cool if I could slice it and polish it. Look at that. But look at this. I want you to notice this part too. See this band, how it goes this way? All the way around. Almost like there's a seam that goes to right here. And this is where the energy would have built up. And there was, you know, when I found this, it was lodged inside of the side of this rock, right? And this broke off of this piece on that side. And that side's still a little wet, so you can see how pretty it is when it's wet or sanded, right? So that nodule came off of this, and this was still moving this direction, so you can see at some point in time it ends. You know, so a vug, I think, is what they call these little caves that they find these types of crystals and things in. It's just a pocket. But you have to ask yourself what's forming the pocket, and then make making things like this point towards each other. I think this thing was cooked into place. Big Daddy right here. Did we look at this one already? Yeah, we did, but I'm gonna look at it again. Because I like it, man. That's awesome. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Cool. All right, and then towards the end, I actually did start to find the calcite. And this is pretty cool. This looks like it's got clear and yellow and amber honey calcite. I mean, that could even be some quartz on the edge. But it's probably still just calcite growth. But nonetheless, it's really cool. That you can see those triangles building up this way. Cool. Oh yeah, there was this one. That cleaned up really good, this nice conglomerate. And look again, you see that spiral motion, right? Or I hope you do. See it twisting around this direction? So I don't know if you guys have ever seen a real fulgurite, but they have this twisting motion into the ground as they filament out. And you know, with the separation of charge, you got different minerals mixing together. Some of them at the focal point of that discharge will turn into glass. Or melt and fuse together and do all kinds of things. So sometimes it's real pure and sometimes it's not. But that's what this reminds me of. An underground fulgurite. Thought this was cool. That's just a rock that nothing special about it, except that top piece has those cool patterns in it. Kind of have like the outside of a septarian nodule. There you go, yeah. That is some amber honey calcite. So, you're right, Big Red. Good job. I'd love to see what you got. I know you said you were making some art out of those little pieces that you found, so looking forward to that. This is cool. Look at that. Going in this spiral shape again. There's a raised point right here. You can see it like this. Look at the depth. Small to thick up here. And right there would be a kind of an axis point is how I see it. Look, and then you got this negative portion on the bottom. If I could imagine, this is just a slice out of a filament running this direction. Or it pinched in this point right here and fused this stuff together. So a lot of crystals you don't find embedded in rock, you find them in the dirt. A lot of them will just form in the dirt. This one was pretty cool. I love this combination right here of, let me get it wet so you can see the color. That's still some patina on there. I need to scrape off those little black dots, but this right here, it's like beautiful blues and whites, and then you got this streak of red. Blue, white, orange, red. I mean, it's just, that is so cool. So, here you go. That's a nice solid chunk of flint. Flint jasper. It's not, well, it's not translucent. I can't see through it, so I guess it's more of flint and chert. Chert being the more chalky stuff into limestone. That's cool. It's just a shard. Could cut somebody with that. Be a nice survival tool. You know, catch an animal and you need to skin it, or you know, attach it to something. Do some digging with it. I don't know. Might break. It'd probably break pretty easy. Here's that rounded one I found. All different kinds of colors, and that it looks kind of botryoidal right there, like just bubbles and then a couple of crystals. So that's kind of weird. See, and this is, I thought it was more of like a rounded stone from being rolled, but that can't be it, because you look at all of this. All of that would have been rounded off. Oh, and I see a crystal right there. So there you go. See that? So this is interesting. It's almost like it's the outside portion of how a nodule could be started. Huh. Oh, I like this rock a lot. There's nothing special about it. However, I do see a little bit of, there are some things in there, but I really got it because of the shape. It sounds cool, and I thought, man, if I attach this to a staff, I could use this as a nice spear, you know, just like a homemade spear. Well, okay guys, that is what I collected on this last journey. I hope you had fun. May have been boring at times, but you know what? Life can be boring, and when you get bored, figure out something that you could go do. Whether it's just for fun and a hobby to give you something to do, or it's something that is meaningful to you and you're trying to understand things in a different light. Maybe you have some questions on what you've been taught in life, and you are going to go try to find the answer yourself, like I am. Because again, I have questioned a lot of things I've been taught in this lifetime. So I think electricity and magnetism together are owed a lot more in our current scientific thoughts. Join me next time on Electric Universe Eyes.
See ya!
Bye, y'all.
See you on the next one.